rings. I'm not sure if this is supposed to go to Facebook. This is supposed to go to Facebook. I'm not sure if it's going to Facebook. Live video. There she goes. Okay. And Facebook keeps throwing all these pop-ups for some reason. Search for live chat. People with Instagram. Who cares? Go away. Okay. It's okay, I didn't realize it wasn't streaming to Facebook. So I had to change my anyway, I did a bunch of logistics here. All right, I wasn't trying not to stream to Facebook. I didn't realize it wasn't streaming on Facebook since December, early this month. So that wasn't done on purpose. But I guess it all has divine reasoning behind it. Everything has divine reasoning. Something like around those lines. Yeah, so I'm just finally getting over my cold finally. Or the plane trip was like knocked me out, so we're kind of getting back together again, sort of. All right, so yeah, no drama in this one, no chaos. Yeah, I didn't do that in the last one, and that is apparently if you have chaos in your titles, that's when you get all your attention. That says a lot about the world, doesn't it? That says a lot about everything, doesn't it? If it's some kind of adventure, secret space phenomenon or whatever it is, that's what gets all the attention. If it's about growing within yourself, moving away from the drama and going to your higher self, that's not going to happen. They're not interested. So alien abductions or something like that's more important. So that's fine wherever you're at. That's cool. Basically, spirituality is TV for some people. They're just not quite there yet. So that's all right. So the largest pyramid, Cholula, Mexico. So go into some of that. Yeah, I'm not. Of course, it has a lot of healing abilities. Basically, pyramids are kind of like the Wi-Fi of the planet. Of course, the trees are also. It's another way of extending your abilities in the higher, around the world, you can say. Also, the Astral Plane, tap into the astral beings, see what they have to say. And Octopus from Andromeda, because why not? Why not? How many people are connected to an octopus this holiday season? Some people might be eating octopus this holiday season. Yeah, there's also octopus alien beings. Yeah, I'm not sure if they want to suck your life out, but I guess I could. Well, they're very telepathic, very powerful mentally. So this is what is this? Tuesday night. So all quiet on the home front. The drama on the side. Well, yeah, some feet off of drama. So more power to you on that one. It's called soul growth. Go with it when you can get it. Of course, I forgot to upload stuff on that private, the membership stuff. I completely forgot about that. I'm recovering still. So, without further ado, I went back to an old system. Let's see if I remember how to use it. All right, so I'm talking something.com. I'm in.com. We have private sessions. You have the shop here. I'm still in November, if anybody's wondering. And we're about to end in December, so that's interesting. Okay, so we also have the webinar. Wherever that's going. Yeah, it's tomorrow. That's today, technically. We have a social network behind the scenes. Yeah, I haven't uploaded here. I forgot. I'll probably just upload tomorrow. I completely forgot about it. And we're back to the shop for some reason. So, That's it there. And then the pyramid. Of course, that's actually the pyramid. The church is built on the pyramid itself. It's in Mexico. There's not a whole lot on this. Apparently, there's not. Yeah, so the church is on top of the pyramid itself, and this kind of shows the church and the pyramid. Yeah, it's definitely an extraterrestrial energy for sure. Yeah, they're not really saying who they are. I did get a lot of Zeta energies from that, actually. With that said, 1 second. See, new baby. I didn't write that right. Let's see. So there's kind of a controversy here. Let's see, a wrinkle. I'm looking for like a wrinkly face here. And that's not gonna work. I guess we do look like monkeys after all. Anyway, that's not what I'm looking for. Anyway, sorry, I'm not getting very far with this. Anyway, I'll just say it without showing it. I'm not getting anywhere with that. But you look at it as Zeta face, or I can find a Zeta. Anyway, look at the face of a Zeta. It's all kind of crinkly and kind of weird looking. Look like a creature from the Black Lagoon. But then you look at some of the newborns that are born here, and they look like Zetas also. Doesn't mean they are Zetas. Some of them are, some of them are not. But just kind of shows how close we are to these beings after all. Of course, some people, I guess, look like frogs when they're born, but I don't have a picture of that. I don't know if I want to see something like that. Or a squid being for that matter. I don't know how many kids that look like an octopus when they're born. I'm not sure if there's anything like that. But the Zeta energy is, they're our cousins, basically. I know they're versions of ourselves, and go on and on with that. I might tap into their energy. Well, I do see their energy connected to Mexico. So we'll just kind of roll with it as best we can with that. So Mexico, trying to connect to their energies, the pyramids. Yeah, just because this is Zeta Gray doesn't mean it's bad. Of course, some people have a lot of fear with that, and they still have a long ways to go. A few thousand years, and this world will be all set, or maybe a few million years. Well, either way, because they might reset our reality for sure. I don't know. All of this that we're living now, they'll probably be forgotten. It won't be reset; it'll just be forgotten. Like temporarily erased, kind of, because there's not a whole lot's happening in our reality, really. Not really, other than the plague that happened, the stock market issue in 2008, 9/11. But other than that, it's not a whole lot happening. So, well, Elon Musk on Twitter, I guess he's a big in the history book. If you just a picture of our time in the future. About our day, it would just be a big, like here, 2000, whatever, 22. It'd be a big picture of Elon Musk, and that'll be it. Okay, great time. Great time to be alive. Anyway, that's a joke. Maybe. That's sad, too. Anyway, all right. We're going to the pyramid. Energies of Mexico. We'll see what we get from that. I don't know if I'm going to get a whole lot. I do feel like Zetas were in that pyramid. Not to say it was negative. This way, there's a lot of DNA connected to it. Activations. I don't know about hybrid kids, but they just definitely have hybrid activation. Activations connected to the Earth. They're not going to reveal a whole lot. It's hidden for a reason. It's hidden absolutely for a reason. So. All right, we'll see what we got there and move on from there. So we go to the astral. and then to the octopus beings. I know everyone's looking forward to that one. Or just a picture of Elon Musk looking for that. God, I'm so tired of him. Talking about wearing somebody's name out. I think we've done that like 2 years ago. Okay, all right, so blessings, here we go. Greetings to you. We are the energies from Mexico. The pyramids, yes, there is, as Anunnaki frequencies there. There is hybridization there, basically. You can say the DNA of the future humans, basically preservation of knowledge, is the energies of the Akashic record. Not the entire Akashic record, but some frequencies, basically alien technologies. Basically, the aliens know how to turn on these pyramids, of course. Humans are just there to look at it. It looks like a nice pyramid. Yeah, humans have been deactivated because they'll misuse it. Because they'll just use it in all sorts of ways. There's just a lot of technology within it that can't even be dangerous to humanity if you don't know how to use it. So it's just sitting there dormant. So it's basically as you reactivate your chakras, become more connected to the earth, we can have a conversation with you to activate the pyramids themselves. Because humans can do it, but notice all the chaos around society, and humans are pulled into all these type of soul traps, mental prisons. And that's done for a reason. You can say there's too much knowledge on this planet. And beings are trying to keep your little minds busy so you don't see what's truly what this world has within it. Because there were many powerful beings left their mark here. They left their knowledge here. They know this world is important. They know you're important. It's just is too much for this species to handle. Well, for now, you as a species, yes, you kind of have to come together, which many are not. But even in your small groups can come together and activate a pyramid. But you have to be really powerful to do it. Not to say you can't do that, but also know how to use. So basically, a pyramid, when you begin to activate it, first off, it'll start talking to you. And it'll be kind to you overall. If it's vicious, it's mean. That means it means it's vicious and it's mean. Meaning that you might not want to connect to it anymore. Because usually, now there might be beings there to stop you from connecting to it, of course. But all these sacred sites can be activated with the right vibration, the right people. But you really have to spend a lot of time with it. You have to actually feel it's part of your timeline. Like you really feel like this is what you're here to do. And some are here to manifest. And manifesting a pyramid activating is not one of those things, at least not for right now. It's a lot of work that goes into it. Yes, you need at least 30 days, at least around a pyramid of your choice. And even that might not be enough. 90 days, a year, 2 years, your entire life. Yeah, it might not. Yeah, it all depends because the pyramid itself has to want to be activated too. Not that, it does care about the people around it, yes. Not that the people around it are going to be affected by it negatively, but they might not be able to handle the vibrations that come from it. And the vibrations can be very positive. And a lot of people here cannot handle that. They feel it's positive energy and they just can't handle it. Yes, they need some chaos in their life. As you can see, there's plenty of it around the world. Well, people here are addicted to chaos. Not everybody, but quite a few. It's just part of their soul journey. Once you experience chaos here, it's hard to let it go. Even if you try not to incarnate here anymore, you still look back. Now, some might look back and it's like, wow, that lifetime was terrifying. or didn't go anywhere, whatever it is. It's still in your book of knowledge. And it's like a chapter in your incarnation cycle that won't just stay quiet. But some of you are connected to the beings that brought this knowledge here. Now, it was never technically this world was never meant to fall into the trenches that it is in now. And of course, you might be evolving and going to your higher self, higher nature, but others are still trapped. Well, because they enjoy it. There's a soul growth there. They have not really experienced it either. So that's another reason why so many are addicted to the negativity. For them, this is new to them. That's why so many are pulled into it. They just kind of live off of negativity. For now, at least. Now, there's different ways of using negativity. You can actually harness it and help you evolve and move forward. Others are kind of dormant with it and trying to figure it out. And none of those things are wrong, really. It's just those that are evolving aren't quite understanding. Those that are evolving the higher frequencies can't always understand the negativity here. Yeah, they're still learning. Of course, those in the higher frequencies are like children. Some of them are, not all of them. It's because they haven't experienced a lot of negativity in their lives. So they're like kids. Even if you are like 80 or 90 years old, it's still like a kid energy because you've been in the higher frequencies and have experienced the heavy depths of this reality. As some of you know. Many blessings. Greetings to you. We are the spirit beings from Astral. Greetings to you. Some of you, yes, kick us out of your astral plane. Of course, there's many of us in the astral world. Some of you, yes, you have your parents in your astral plane. It's funny that some parents that appear in the astral plane are like children. It's like you might be the adult and you have the children there just playing around, having a good time, while you're going through all the stress on Earth. Now it's your time to feel the suffering. But in the astral realms, you're going into, yes, the higher frequencies of yourself. But this world, you take this world with you. Yes, basically it's turning Earth into an astral plane, basically. You take everything on Earth and you put it in an astral frequency, like your, what do you call it, your fast food restaurants or astral restaurants. It's whatever you want it to be in the astral world. What's that version of it? And of course, you can go to many places. You can go anywhere you want. You can go to millions of realities, even in your own sleep state. That's why some of you wake up so tired. But some of you are kind of trapped in, yes, the secret space program realities because you can't quite figure out how to break out of it just yet. And that's another part of soul growth. Yes, you're living two lives. You're living the Earth life and the secret space program life. And the secret space program life, yes, you can be going through implants and things of that sort. But that's a little bit separate than the astral plane. That's just another reality, basically. But it's a fourth dimension reality, a third dimension reality, depending on however you want to look at it. It's another version of Earth. It basically has another license plate number connected to it. It just has a different code connected to it. But some are, yes, struggling to release themselves from those realities. Some are enjoying it. They can't get enough of it. And they're bringing that knowledge here. But realize there are some that, yes, you might be connecting to Mars, but what about this world? You're figuring this world out because you figure this world out, at least to a certain level. It helps you move up a level. The more that you have an understanding of it, you might not know the secrets of it, but what is your understanding of this reality that can unlock yourself to make things easier for yourself? Doesn't mean everything has to be easier for yourself, but it's just basically your timelines. Yes, they're kind of like roller coasters, but you can't get off, as some of you realize. Not yet, because there's there's, you'll get off. Well, things will get easier when you handle the stress in your life because you can handle it. It's there because you can handle it. In the future, it might make sense. In the future, it might not make any sense when you're out of it. It doesn't always have to make sense. Sometimes, like, yes, it's a karmic debt. Karmic debts don't always have to make sense. It's like, what is that job supposed to be there? Oh, to add stress to your life. And that's it. But also it shows that you can accomplish a great deal in those stress environments. So it might not be rock climbing, but it is surviving the earth, right? Climbing the earth realm. So when you're outside of this reality, it's like, wow, I accomplished that, and I had no idea that was a big deal. So blessings. Brings you. We are, yes, octopus beings from Andromeda. Realize the squid, we do have abilities to clone ourselves and others, beings like yourself. We have just capabilities of doing that. It's in our DNA. Not to say octopus on their world could do it. Well, they could at a different frequency, yes, but why would you do that? Well, it's a natural habitat. You just do it naturally. You do other things naturally too. It's like having a child, basically. So there are organic beings that can make humans, but they need a DNA to work with first. And then just copy it, clone. Of course, humans use technology, doesn't work out so well. Yes, it gets kind of weird in the alien realms. That's why it's kept away from me, because it is a little strange. So if you can go into a realm where there's clones of yourself or somebody you know, or just clones of society, it gets kind of strange. I mean, humans themselves are kind of clones of each other, technically, sort of. When you incarnate here, it's kind of a cloning mechanism, kind of. It's still a birth, but some of you still look the same, similar to each other. So there's a kind of a bit of that, but it's not the same as just like manufacturing beings. That's a whole different story. But when you have a species like yourselves, it's very there's a cloning to DNA there. There's a certain level. But the octopus energies are energies connected to you. Is this, yes, we're a strange breed of being. There are humans that have our technology or our knowledge, you can say, like they have a sense of everything. It's like you have a parent that can see behind their that can have eyes back of their head. That's an octopus energy. We just have of course, some cat beings can do it too. There's even dogs to a certain level, but octopus beings, we just have just kind of like a large head. We just have a large frequency, and it's very hard to be human on your planet. I feel like the whole world is on top of our head, so almost like we can feel everything when we have a human incarnation on your planet. So it's like, well, yeah. So those that go through a lot of depression, you're used to being in this, and also, yeah, especially if you go to the water and you can finally feel some bliss and feel some relaxation, you definitely have some kind. Doesn't mean you're a squid being, but you have some kind of fish, some kind of mammal energy connected to the dolphins is the same in that regard. Dolphins have sonar, but they can handle stress better. Octopus beings cannot. We feel it all. And yes, we can connect to science very easily, and in mathematics very quickly. But we're very alien, but nobody really notices us. Some of us, we incarnate as like a tall white being, or we look like a tall white. We can be different races, though. We can be African, whatever it might be, but we still have a tall white frequency. Just so it can handle our DNA. So basically, find the right parents that can handle who you are, your soul, because octopus souls can be very powerful. Doesn't mean we're the smartest beings in the world. It's just that we pick up on a lot. We're just extremely sensitive. And some of you might feel your energies there. Some of you might have webbed hands or feel like you had a web hand. That's also traits of octopus, or just an aquatic connection. But some of you have been octopus beings. Some of you have been seahorses. And they just like to travel around. They keep things simple. They do keep themselves. They usually keep themselves slim. Also, somehow they just know how to do it, but they're always on the move. There are fish people too, but fish people like to connect with other people and have conversations because they're absorbing the knowledge of others. Because in the ocean, they can just feel they have sonar to a certain level, maybe not the same as others, but they can feel the vibrations going through the sea, and they do have souls. I mean, they're just maybe not the most sophisticated energies, but they still have some kind of consciousness there. And it's absorbed. So the fish beings, canine beings, are usually in herds of people. Like you go to a concert, some of those are fish people. There's people all in a concert, all kind of mushed together. It's like, who would do that? Cat people are interested in that. Canine people are. Fish people are into that. If you look at fish and they swim in a school, same thing. So send you energies, send you blessings to your heart chakra, and release blockages. You connect to yourself, your higher self, multi-dimensional self, and release some of this tension some of you are going through.